All right, guys, we have our Google Pixel 9 Pro and just having a discussion about this phone. I have used this for quite a while now, and I thoroughly enjoy the Pixel 9 Pro series. The Pixel 9 Pro to me is my favorite Pixel phone by far. I mean, it is honestly not even close. To me, this is Google's best work. And I feel like with this new design, this is the first year Google really cared about how a phone feels, how premium a phone is. And I just feel like they really mastered this design. Now, just so you guys know, this video is recorded on the Galaxy S25 Ultra. Let me know what the quality is like to you guys. And as you see here on my Pixel 9 Pro, I actually have a lot of wear and tear. I've got scratches, drop dents, all kinds of stuff, just signifying how used this Google Pixel 9 Pro was. And for the Pixel 9 Pro, I feel like this particular size is definitely my favorite. When it comes to comparing this size and the larger version, this one is definitely my favorite. I typically have one of my iPhones on my lines, and then I will have a work provided device. And carrying two phones, this phone being as light as it is a little bit chunky. So I would like to see a thinner design by Google, but this particular size is absolutely perfect for somebody like me. It fits in your pocket so perfectly, and these are skinny jeans, you could barely tell it's even there. So I really do like that. And I also noticed that the display itself is very bright in all situations. It's also very sharp. That is one of the reasons why I went with the Pixel 9 Pro versus the standard Pixel 9. The Pixel 9 Pro actually has the higher resolution display. So this one has more of a 2K display versus a 1080p display. And I'm very excited to see what Google does with the Pixel 10 series. Rumors are suggesting that the Pixel 10 will have this same design and same screen as well. And I don't have a problem with that. I think this is the best that they have ever done. So it being on the Pixel 10 is not a problem at all. So yeah, it's very sharp, very clean looking, but the thing that really separates this Pixel compared to previous Pixels is the brightness. So right now I'm not even at full brightness and I'm outside here and I can see absolutely everything. Whether it's in dark mode, light mode, it doesn't matter. I can see everything with this display. That was one of my big issues with previous Pixels. You could typically tell a difference between this phone and like a Galaxy or an iPhone in terms of brightness. But yeah, with Google making the displays like they are now, I think they did a really good job here. Now, of course, what is a Pixel without the Pixel's camera? So you have very high resolution cameras here, from the ultra wide to the standard lens, all the way through to the telephoto lenses. And as you guys see here, I have the 50 megapixel mode set. High quality photos versus low quality photos. Versus low quality photos here, you can shoot in RAW, you can shoot macro photos, of course. The cameras on this phone are pretty damn great. It's Google, so what do you expect? I will say that whenever you shoot in 50 megapixels, the camera's processing just takes a little bit, as you see there. There's a little bit of that shutter lag, I guess. And if I zoom in here, you can see that I can go all the way up to 30x. And typically speaking, the 30x photos actually look pretty good, but you definitely do have to wait for the processing. And when you look over here at the videos on this phone look really good, I think up to 4K 30. Now you do have the video boost feature, but me as a content creator, I do not like using video boost. I want the raw video from the camera to be as good as possible. I don't want to have to upload it to my Google Photos account and then allow Google to do their thing for multiple hours before I can get a hold of my footage. So I would like Google to just be good straight from the camera. And whenever you are shooting 4K HDR, I typically shoot all of my videos in 4K HDR. You cannot shoot 4K HDR 10-bit and 4K 60. So as soon as I select 60 there, you guys see that 10-bit is now shown as unavailable, which I am not a fan of. All of my Samsung phones, even the base plain S24, S25s, can shoot in 10-bit 4K 60. And the same goes for the front-facing camera as well. 4K 60, yes, but not 4K 60 10-bit HDR. And I will say within the video camera settings, the speech enhancement feature is awesome. If you're not using a microphone at that very moment, the speech enhancement feature does sound pretty good. So I do like that on my Google Pixel devices. So I think Google really needs to sit down and focus on enhancing the processor with the Pixel 10 and allowing us to have all of those video capabilities and photo capabilities as well. Now, absolutely my favorite part of the Google Pixel 9 Pro and all of the newer Pixels in general is the software. So of course, this is running Pixel's software, but I am running the Android beta that brings along the Material U design. And Material U to me is absolutely crazy. This design has brought my love back to the Pixel phones. So one of the reasons why I made the S25 Ultra my main line phone was because of the software experience, the One UI with good lock and all of that good stuff. But now that this particular Material 3 Expressive is being worked on and available via the beta for the Pixel 9 Pro, this particular software to me is absolutely amazing. I have had issues in the past with my Google Pixel phones, even a little bit on this phone, where I would have poor performance, stutters, and everything like that. That seems to be fixed with the beta version of Material 3, which is absolutely crazy. The animations are absolutely gorgeous on this. You see here, whenever you hit the Bluetooth icon, there's that bubbly popping animations. So you guys see there, same with the dark mode. Really good animations, very fast, just gorgeous. Look at those animations. I think Google did a really, really good job with this. And then whenever you go into the lock screen, you now have additional lock screen customizations, which was always lacking on the Google Pixel phones, along with different clocks here, different sizes. They added a lot to the new version of Android here with Android 16 and Material 3. So I definitely cannot wait to see this released publicly in a couple months, along with launching with the Pixel 10 series. Jumping back to performance, overall, like I said, I am running on this beta, but this particular beta version on the Google Pixel 9 Pro has been running very, very smoothly. I haven't had any performance issues on this phone over the last year or so, and that is surprising to me. Google, for whatever reason, has had performance issues, especially for me. Now, of course, with the Pixel Tensor chip, you're not going to be able to go in and run heavy-duty games or, as we saw earlier, have the best cameras in terms of features because of that limiting processor. But you do get 16 gigs of RAM, which is great. And you do get a pretty smooth overall Pixel experience. You just won't be able to edit high-quality videos, game in the highest quality, and in the highest frame rate. But overall, I think for a normal person, the Google Pixel 9 Pro is definitely good enough in terms of performance. But if you are somebody like me, you will notice the difference between like this chip and a Snapdragon 8 Elite. Now, of course, here in the next couple of months, actually August 20th, the Google Pixel 10 Pro will be announced. So I am excited to see what that new Pixel 10 processor is going to be like, but we will just have to see. We're not entirely sure what Google is going to do just yet. So stay tuned for my content on that. And last but not least, guys, on the Google Pixel 9 Pro, one of my favorite things about this phone is all of the AI capabilities. So of course you have Gemini, Gemini Advanced, and all of the features that come with that. You have the amazing Pixel Talk to Text. So anytime I need to write a text, or honestly even create scripts for my YouTube videos, if I do scripts, it is amazing on a Google Pixel device. You have the glorious call screening features. You have the wait for me features. Google is just packing their phones with features. You now have new battery enhancements that really just catches them up with the competition, but you have charge and optimization features. You have past due charging features. You have a lot of different features with Google's AI when it comes to the Pixel experience. You of course still have access to Google Photos, which comes with a whole slew of features. So for example, you can go in here and choose edit. And then of course you can use like magic eraser features. You have the face unblurring feature, which I think Google, they call it the best take feature, to where you take multiple photos and it chooses the best face of the particular person within the photos. You just have so many things you can do when it comes to AI. But yeah, guys, anyways, so the Pixel 9 Pro, this is one of my favorite Android phones, honestly, of all time. I have always been a major Google Pixel nerd, but this phone is honestly just another level. This to me feels like the first year where I can honestly skip the next generation Pixels just because of how good this is. Now, the only reason I would see myself upgrading from this Pixel 9 Pro is if I got a really good trade-in discount, which I hope I will, and if the new TSMC or whatever processor is actually better dramatically than what this Pixel currently offers. And I would also like to see them increase the UFS storage speed. I can't remember exactly what UFS storage number they are using with this phone, but I would like to see them increase that. I would like to see the phone just a little bit thinner, a little bit lighter, but overall, I am not disappointed with this design. This phone is absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, let me know down below, guys, what you all think of the Google Pixel 9 Pro. Do you have one? Do you plan to pick one up on sale while it is on sale? Or do you plan to pick this phone up whenever the Google Pixel 10 comes out? Do you prefer the larger Pro Pixels, or do you like the smaller, more compact sizes like I do? Let me know, guys, down below. I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching Josh's Way of Life. Peace.